All right, Jersey guys, we have Big Ed and we have Damian from Jersey on the line. Damian, Big Ed was just referencing you earlier and said, you know who I think is a fan favorite? Is that Damian. How you
Why
doing,
you said
brother?
that? What's going on? How
We're
you feeling?
feeling good. We want to talk World Baseball Classic. Do you care about it?
Yeah, of course, I love baseball. I haven't been. I didn't really watch that much of it, but I'm proud of my home team, Italy.
Oh, so you're bailing on the USA team, and you're gonna go
I
with the
think
Italians for the Classic.
I think no, I'm not saying that, but I think the USA team just I don't know. Seems like every year they shit the bed.
How does
So
that happen? How do we get the best guys from all over? Like, when you get the dream team in basketball, they slaughter everybody. Then in baseball,
because we only have the white guys playing. Mm.
yeah, but no, we got Mookie Betts. We got.
Yeah, but he's from he's in California. He's a white guy.
What does that mean? He's a white guy.
He's
You're saying
you know what
because
I'm
there's no
saying.
Latino guys on the team, we can't
Yeah,
win?
exactly.
How's that? Is it really that big of a talent difference?
I'm gonna go back to the Babe Ruth thing again, or no?
Ed, you believe this guy goes to war with Babe Ruth every chance?
What he's saying is the talent back in the day just wasn't. I
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
agree with that. I mean, the whole thing. I love the bit on he's drinking beer and eating hot dogs in the dugout.
back in the day, I mean, they all got their vices, but I would just think that you got a bigger pool of talent around the world. You got bigger, people playing baseball. The technology's stronger. I mean, as far as working out and diet and what have you, and people are bigger.
Yeah,
So
everything is far advanced. People are better athletes. The medical, the training, the recovery, the knowledge, this just everything. People are bigger and faster. That's why I know this is going to be a totally unpopular take because of all the LeBron haters in the world. But I always laugh when people say LeBron couldn't make it in the 80s or 90s. So, I just think that the biggest, most physically gifted athlete we've ever seen couldn't make it in a more physical.
I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying there, but I don't think LeBron beat LeBron in the 80s and 90s. Basketball was different, and not so much that because his size and strength, just the way they played the game.
Yeah, but if he was around then.
Now it's more like dancing, like predetermined dancing. I mean, basketball's not like they're not hanging and banging like what Moses Malone did.
No, you're absolutely right. But if he was alive then, that's the way he would have grown up knowing basketball. And he was bigger, faster, stronger than everyone. So why wouldn't he be able to cut it?
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't cut it. He'd definitely be top 10 or 20 in the league at that point. But I can't. When he goes the whole Michael Jordan, LeBron, I can't see LeBron holding Michael Jordan's shoes, or not even that. Larry Bird. I think Larry Bird's better than all of them. Larry Bird never got hurt. I mean, go back and look at the stats, and Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird. Larry Bird wiped the shoes of Michael Jordan.
So you put Bird top player all time?
Listen, you want to talk about points, yeah, longevity, but Larry Bird broke his back, farming in Indiana, where it all from. If he didn't break his back, look at the stats, look what he did. I never really watched him play, which I did because I grew up in that era. It was just a head of clouds above everybody else. Just his IQ on the court was unbelievable. And listen, the best vote you can have. Look at all his peers talking about him. If you go online, every superstar say everybody they feared was Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying this. I'm not saying for LeBron. Listen, guys are built like a brick shit house. He's an amazing athlete, but I don't see him. I don't see him in the Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, arena, and I don't see him being as good as he was playing in that time frame. Not saying he was great. I just wouldn't think he'd be that great.
Damian, would you join us on a trip to the beautiful state of Ohio to watch the New Jersey Generals play this year in the USFL?
I'd rather go to Russia than do that. But
you'd rather go where?
Probably to Russia.
You'd rather go to Russia than to go to Ohio with us to cheer on our hometown Jersey Generals?
Yeah, I remember. Maybe if Herschel Walker was still playing, I'd be into it.
Oh, come on.
And then Donald Trump owned the team. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
But Charlie, I think that goes to what I was saying with what I'm liking about the XFL is the recognizable names. I mean, you got to have guys that people know. I mean, I'm looking at the league leaders in the XFL. There's a lot of names that I recognize.
You know, maybe that's our problem. We got to recognize these names. How's undiscovered talent supposed to be discovered if you got to know their name first?
Oh, that's true. I mean, listen. Like who's that? Seinfeld? Who's the guy that said that we root for uniforms anyway?
Right, Seinfeld, root for the laundry.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really what it comes down to it. You know, like I always think about it, if like the Yankees were flying around the country and the plane crashed, and they decided to film the team the following week, would I be excited to still see the Yankees? You know what I mean? Probably yeah, because of the Yankees. I mean.
Wow.
Interesting. What's that? Catch Me If You Can, the movie where they say that's why the Yankees always win because of the pinstripes. The teams can't. It wasn't it right? Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, I think so. They can't compete with the pinstripe.
Well, you know what? I watched Michael Kay, and you guys could Google this and YouTube it. Michael Kay was on with Stephen A. Smith, and he said, and he looked in the camera and he said, "Yankees fans, you want too much. Yankees fans, getting to the playoffs is good enough. It's hard to win." I said, "What kind of bullshit mentality?" I'm not even a Yankees fan. George Steinbrenner never would have stood for that.
That probably came down from the top. You know what I mean?
Well, what are you guys? You guys turned into losers now? You guys think like
No,
losers?
it's not that. It's just I mean, it probably came down from the PR they're trying to spin. You know, you know what's funny? I knew somebody. I knew Steinbrenner really, really close to him. He actually used to cook for him every day, and you know, people used to get mad at Steinbrenner when he did this and that. And it's true. Steinbrenner hated somebody. Why is he going to pay him $5-10 million? He got rid of him. He hated Pavano. He couldn't stand him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so you think about it. If you owned a team or you owned any business and you didn't like that person, you know, and they were doing a shitty job on top of it, what the hell you want to pay some guy $5-10 million, no matter how good he was, you know, or how much untapped talent he had.
Right.
So it comes down to people, and I think like I said before, Hal is a more of a passive type of guy. You know, it's more of a business for him. It's not really passion. There's no passion there. So where George wanted to win, consistently. You know what I mean?
I want to sing you guys a song. This is what the New York Mets will be saying. Start spreading the news. It's our town right now. The New York Mets are the story of New York City right now.
Well, you got a guy that's passionate, and he's going to put, he's got deep pockets. He's going to put his money behind it. Maybe
their payroll is actually higher than the Yankees, right? Pretty soon.
Yeah.
We got the wealthiest owner in pro sports, and now it's time for the Mets to finally get the place.
No. That's a lie. He's not the wealthiest owner in pro sports. Steve Ballmer can buy him some 3 times over.
Okay, well, he's the wealthiest sports team owner in New York baseball, baby. And guess what? Yeah. Now the Yankees are looking up. Oh boy, the Mets got a brighter scoreboard. What's going on in the Bronx?
But the Yankees can keep up with him if they want to. The Yankees are a bit more valuable, and also they have a bigger revenue stream, so they could keep up with him on the baseball side if they want to.
If you guys still care about it, I mean, you guys might be more into international soccer now than baseball.
I just think the Yankees should play some of the young players and stop, get some of the young talent there and give them a chance.
Damian, who do you think's the greatest professional wrestler of all time?
Oh, that's hard to say. You got to say Andre the Giant, right?
I wouldn't.
It was crazy. I had I was involved with the premiere and put it on the premiere, produced it a little bit with Diamond Dallas Page. He did that movie about Jake the Snake.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, I was involved with that a little bit. I know Diamond. Diamond's a good guy.
You know what? He's going to be doing a showing down in Atlanta, I think end of the month, of that movie Ready to Rumble with Arquette. They're doing it. They're bringing it back in the theater.
What a great movie! I love that movie.
Yeah, DDP.
He's making a fortune with his DPT yoga. He does a yoga thing.
And
I still got that on my phone. I still got the app. I still,
If DDP was here, he'd be saying, "Yeah, well, I know you got the app there at Big Ed, but you need to open it and use it." Okay.
I'd probably catch a diamond cutter if he saw me.
You know what's funny about that? That's like Charlie talking about his teeth. He's got a beautiful fiance that's a dentist, but he's got to fix his teeth, Charlie.
No, you got to see them now. Guys, for the guys that don't know about dental hygiene or haven't gone for a cleaning recently, I was what they call the code 3. Okay, I'm now a code 1. That means that's a space you got between your gums and your teeth. I got dental hygiene. How about all these people walking around with the bad veneers these days? Oh my God, It's all over the place.
I was thinking about getting veneers for a little bit.
They could be. Damian, you ever seen somebody with veneers that make you jump when they smile at you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, about half of the Dominican chicks out there in New Jersey have fucking veneers the size of fucking chiclets.
Fluorescent white. They blind you when they smile.
Oh, it's so true, guys. Bad plastic surgery is on the loose. Bad Botox is on the loose. All these things. It's crazy what's going on.
Well, it's crazy. Half these people slap up a shingle as a business, and they're like, "Oh, come, let me inject you with Botox and crap." They're not even licensed. That's what the scary part is.
And people go.
But
people will go. You got to see this. There's right now in the studio. There's a frozen pizza ad that's airing here for free. I gotta work this out. And now Coach purses. When's the last time you bought a girl a Coach purse?
Yeah, you got to be getting a little advertisement money on this. There's some big brands coming across your screen.
Oh, it's crazy. Just so we could watch this wave bullshit I got on the screen right now.
Oh my goodness.
So the World Baseball Classic, fellas, scale of 1 to 10, how much do we care?
I mean, listen, I think it's pretty. I like the fact there's more. I think there's more diverse teams in it this year, right? They got Great Britain. I don't think they were over there before, were they?
Their uniform sucks. If you guys haven't
I haven't actually seen their uniform.
It sucks. I'm gonna text you it right now.
And they got Great Britain, and they got what? They got who else did I see that was?
Venezuela. You got.
Well, Venezuela's always been. They've been there a
China.
lot of years.
I saw Israel in there.
Israel. I saw them.
I mean, the fact Colombia's in there, right? I didn't even Colombia even play baseball in Colombia.
Right. Some of the teams, I really was shocked. Like, how the hell did they?
You know what's crazy, and I'm starting to get into a little bit because my friend's one of the biggest guys in the sport in the world.
What?
It's not that bad. It's one of the fastest growing sports in the United States is rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah.
What's his name? Greeny was just on the radio talking about rugby yesterday.
They're getting behind rugby a little bit lately. It's starting to grow and they're starting to push it out. But my friend's one of the biggest guys in rugby. He retired about 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I met him. I met him at your house.
Is the Beast.
I just got an alert to my phone. The Colts just traded Stephon Gilmore to the Dallas Cowboys for a 5th-round draft pick.
Who cares?
It's a pretty power move for the Cowboys, I think.
Yeah.
No, not impressed.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. Before they went.
All right, look at your phones, fellas. You're gonna see. I text message you Great Britain's uniforms.
Yeah. They need to call your boy up to get some.
They need Royal Retros. Yeah, they do.
Flavor on those. That's a disgrace to the Nike logo.
That's a disgrace to Rec baseball uniforms. I mean, come on.
Oh, jeez. And that guy, how about that's not even sized properly? He's a size too big in that jersey. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh man, they're terrible. Damian, you see those?
They remind me like the Red Sox jerseys.
Kind of, but they didn't make the font big enough on the front. That's
like the mall. They got those done at the mall.
Speaking of getting things done at the mall, this loops us back into bad surgery. I'm on a plane. I'm flying from Miami back to California. And so I sit down and I look over, and there's a girl on the aisle across from me, and she's laying on her stomach, and she has all 3 seats. And I'm like, that's interesting, right? So the flight's about to take off. The stewardess start coming around, and they're saying everybody's got to sit up. You got to be sitting up straight. You know, you can't have the dish thing down. You got to sit up straight and get ready for takeoff. This girl she's like out of it, and she's waking up. I can't. Ma'am, I need you to sit up. I can't. Ma'am, we need you to sit up. She turns up. Bitch, I can't. Now I turn over. I'm like, what the hell's going on? This girl had just gotten a butt surgery done. She's got ice packs stuffed in her pants, and she's laying on her stomach. She can't sit on her rear because she just had a fake rear put in. It was the funniest thing in the world, but it was really crazy to think like, and why not just stay in Miami an extra week till you heal?
Right.
You know what's crazy? I mean, growing up and saying like, white girls need that surgery because their bodies like sticks. But you never think nowadays that Spanish and the black girls who had unbelievable bodies are now doing it more than white people, and they're fucking up their beautiful. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It makes no sense. It's like everybody. It's like as animals, we want the biggest, the fastest, the newest, the most expensive, and it's like people do anything to compete with. But it's like who's looking at that saying, "Oh man, I need that."
Some of them you see look absolutely terrible, and then some of the lips too. Some of the lip injections. Oh my goodness!
What's going on with that? That's literally that shows you the effect that these filters on the social media pages have had on people, to where they'll really take risks on you on all that off of the filters online. But we're gonna see even more the effects the internet has. How about this? All this new AI software, where now you can literally say like, write me a sales email for a milk company and a protein company, and it'll write this beautifully eloquent, well thought out email in 30 seconds. This AI shit is the future.
Well, how about the AI security? That's what's really scary. You see people getting kicked out of the garden because Dolan's got them on a list, and the AI security picks them up coming in, and they get the boot.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. Radio City Music Hall, MSG. It's wild, the AI technology.
I think the Northeast jumped on that stuff a lot after 9/11 too. And that
very intrusive though.
It is very intrusive, but it weighs that thing like what's important. Because in a building like that, you got to be able to be protected, but also you want some privacy to your life. I mean,
how protected? We used to go to the garden twice a week and sneak in the side door. It's crazy. We talk about that all the time. The lack of security. We used to sneak into Knick games all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have to strike that from the record, but
What do you think about that, Damian?
As far as what?
As far as security measures these days at stadiums. I mean, but people are nuts. We got nuts running around too.
Well, I mean, half of them are, they don't really give a shit. Half the scary people still do the same shit.
Well, folks, that is another episode of your favorite show, The Jersey Guys. Big Ed, it's been a pleasure. Folks, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment on the show for more.
All right, be safe, guys.
See ya.
Take care.
You want to say anything to the people, Ed?
Yeah, hey, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to being on future episodes and hearing all the great guests that you have.
We'll see you, folks.